Can't tell you how long I've waited and hoped for a Brandy and Monica tour. They just kicked it off a few nights ago. Ever since they announced that the Boy Is Mine tour is happening, I've been fucking so excited, but so sad that I can't see it because they're not coming anywhere in Canada, and I'm not traveling far and shit. But altogether, I watched it on YouTube. The clips all over fucking Instagram, social media. They look amazing. The show is amazing. I didn't expect anything less than amazing. The opener itself, their styling. You know, Brandy got a little bit of shit for wearing the jackets. People speculated that she's pregnant, but no, she's been wearing these jackets for a few years now. So as a Brandy fan, a Monica fan, to see these two together finally like that in this proper verses, I like the way they did that in the show, that it was almost touching on the verses, because it was less friendly then. There's a little bit of tension in between, but it's like this was genuine, and the friendship that they developed seems sincere. Like, it seems like they're in the right place. Monica usually is standoffish with Brandy, but this time around you see her like jump in her arms, hug her, and just really embrace Brandy. That tone that she normally has with Brandy is gone. You know, they walk side by side all this time, years as teenagers in the music industry. They've been put against each other in ways from the industry, and this was like a moment of celebration where they just really embraced artist to artist. Like, while Versus touched on that, this was the true show. You can tell that they really thought this one out. Like, there was moments where they both kind of engaged in each other's song in ways. I wish there was more of that, but like, for example, in the opener when What About Us starts, they're in sync in the choreography and shit, and it gives you just enough, just a touch of them, you know, Monica being in Brandy's vibe for a second. And then I wish there was more of that though, with Brandy and her harmonized together in something more stripped down. Have You Ever and For You I Will would have been a nice moment where they both kind of could have shared vocals. So the song choices, I'm good with the song choices, but there's a few that I wish were in there. I would have probably replaced a few with songs like, you know, with Monica, All Eyes on Me, To Hood, Just Another Girl, Still Standing, Brandy, I Tried, Focus, Necessary, When You Touch Me. You know, Brandy could have brought in a moment for Aaliyah. She kind of did with Who Is She to You. It's not like what we saw in that rehearsal video where she did More Than a Woman. It was elements of More Than a Woman vocally, but a lot of the production was gone. It was missing. I'm guessing there was some sort of cost effect. No one fucking background. And Uncle Barry Hankerson probably asked money for that, or they probably just didn't bother. Just a little confusing in that moment because you don't realize that it's actually more than a woman being played. There's no image or anything referencing Aaliyah in the background. If they would have done that, I guarantee the audience would have caught on. Even myself watching, I was like, is this that? Because I had to read something to find out that that's where the Aaliyah part was. You know, she could have done songs like Turn It Up. There's that moment in there where she references Aaliyah in the Up Jumps the Boogie sample. And then even in Should I, there was a opportunity there where she could talk about all three of them, Aaliyah, Brandy, and Monica. Wish they kind of just did a little bit for Aaliyah, because we always imagined those three together standing side by side, or making a little space in the middle for her in like a spotlight. It's something so simple, but yet would be so effective. I was really hoping that they would do that, just given their material. Brandy's material especially has those moments. And then even with Michael Jackson, like Monica's All Eyes on Me samples, PYT, that could have led into another little moment for like Michael Jackson. They paid tribute to Whitney Houston. They performed I Want to Dance with Somebody. Beautifully done in my opinion. They had like a little opening for that too as well. I just imagine those, like, you know, Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, and Whitney Houston, just given that the amount of times they mentioned Aaliyah, the amount of times they worked with Michael Jackson. Like, even Brandy has a song with Michael's vocals in the background, It's Not Worth It, off the Full Moon album. There's so many things that they could have done with all that. It would have been really dope to just see them, because these two are cut from that cloth of entertainers that were of Aaliyah's era, also inspired by Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. A lot of us are too. The fan base is, majority of them, of us, we're into these artists, and it would have been really special to see. Brandy performed Aphrodisiac. You know, she added some new layer into the ha-ha shit. That was really fucking dope. One thing I really like about Brandy is that she always adds something different to the songs. Like, she always makes it new. The way she sings it, the way she layers it, she adds something really new. Throughout every song of hers, the design and the breaks, the moments that she throws in, it's so fucking dope and so good. Like, she really freshens up old material and makes it brand new, makes it so worth watching and just listening. You're just drawn into it. One thing I noticed though in this is that Monica really shines. She really brought it. There's something about the choreography, her style, her energy, her stage presence. Like, she just really fucking stepped it up this time. But I was surprised by that. I was not expecting to be like, oh shit, like drawn in like that on Monica over Brandy. I'm a huge Brandy fan, that's why. Huge Monica fan too, but more so Brandy than anything due to her vocals and shit. But what Monica surprised me here. She like really shined, and when she performed "Get It Off," yo, I lost my shit. Like, that song right there, shit, yeah. Together, the show was amazing, man. Like, they did a really good job. The staging, the design, they went big. And I would expect nothing less, to be honest. Like, it's Brandy and Monica. They deserve this. The fans went wild. Like, you're watching this shit and you just see people so into it and like locked in. Grown men are fucking jumping up and down. That would be me, you know, out of excitement and just kind of like, we're seeing our favorites here together. This long lasting feud has fucking ended here. It's truly special. So just take it while it's there. Take advantage of them while they're there and they're performing this shit together. You will not be disappointed. Anyways, guys, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.